do you feel about this Christ Picnic Part 2?
I'm anxious. I see some changes. I'm like, okay, girl.
Yes. How you feeling?
I love it. I'm so excited to be here again. We had a time last time, and y'all get ready for this time.
Hi, this is my first time, but I'm excited on what's gonna happen today.
First time was amazing, and I just can only imagine how this time will be.
Can't keep going.
Okay, y'all, so this is your journal. You can read it. I wrote in it. Oh,
That's so sweet. I love that. Girl, I would cry reading it. Like, don't make me open it.
This Christ Picnic topic is You Must Be Free. I made everyone a personalized journal, and I want to read you a little bit of what I said to them. Dear listener, breathe. Let go of what was, what isn't, and what you thought it would be. God knew you would end up here, so don't you think He has a way for you?
They told us so familiar. They will haunt you, they will kill you, keep you hostage. Keep
So we're making shirts to sell, and the money used from the shirts, we're gonna use it to feed the homeless and different stuff like that. So whoever want to be a part of my little ministry, I don't know the name yet. Bibles and say you guys can get free food, but if you want free food, you gotta get a free word, you know? The next time we meet up, it's not gonna be a picnic. I want to actually be at a shelter or like at a park where it's a lot of homeless people there and actually do something. The shirts, you did a really good job. The first one is, on a scale of 1 to 10, how's your emotional well-being?
A 6.5. Yeah, I've been having my days, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like me working a lot is kind of like I'm not sitting down to actually sit with my problems and my emotions. I'm getting emotional and I'm trying not to, but I'm like, hey, like finally sit down and like actually speak on how you feel without you feeling judged, without you feeling like you're getting talked over. You're not being able to express who you really are without someone else's opinion.
Yeah, this is a safe space, okay? Yeah. So whatever you feeling, let it go, because you don't want to come in heavy and leave heavy too, because it defeats the purpose. So if you gotta cry, cry, you know?
Yeah.
I know you don't want to, but like, if it comes to the point, don't hold it back.
I'm learning it's okay to not be okay all the time.
Yeah.
Just like you, girl. Yeah.
I feel like I've been really working on being more positive, like even during all the storms and all the hard times, I'm trying to be the one that's positive. I used to always be the negative person, so I'm glad that I'm finally getting to that point.
growth, girl.
Yeah. And one word, what is going through your head right now? For me, I would say it was chaos. Like, it was just all over the place. And I had to teach myself, you gotta stop trying to do more than once at that moment. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes we try to do 50 million things, and that's what makes it chaotic in our head. So if you just choose one thing and focus on that one thing and go from there, it'll be better. Because that one thing will open the door to the rest of the other stuff that's bothering you. In one word, what is going on in your head right now? Y'all looking at me. I'm not ready yet.
Okay, but mine would be unfulfilled. I don't know why. I'm just doing like, in my head, and my plans may be different from God's plans, and that's where like the disconnect is coming in. But I feel like I'm doing all this kingdom work, and I'm doing all of these things that you put on my heart, that you told me to do, and I'm, you know, doing the group chat, and I'm reaching out to these girls. These girls are calling me, and I'm pouring into them, and this and that. But I still feel so unfulfilled.
When my brother's dad chose to like get up one day and disappear for 3 years, I helped my mom. I still stepped up with her, so we were parents. That's a form of growing up too fast. So I didn't want to do that, but I did it. I didn't want to be a mom. I didn't want to learn how to love properly in that way. Starting this, I had nothing. My first one, I had nothing to give. I'm like, I don't know how this is gonna go, but I keep seeing you wanting me to do this. I keep seeing you pushing me in this direction. I'm gonna do it anyways. But as you keep pushing, you're gonna get fulfilled in the process, because it's doing something on the inside of you, and you gotta keep pushing, you gotta keep going. Today we're talking about Moses. So when you said that, I'm like, that's crazy. Moses would continue to say that he can't speak. And so God would make him speak. He was like, go tell the Israelites this, or go tell the children this, or go tell Pharaoh this, or go tell. So the fact that he said, I cannot speak, God said, I'm gonna make you speak. I'm gonna make you confident. So whatever you got going on inside of you, God is using that to push you through, to get that fulfillment, to get that joy, to get that peace by helping other people.
About our Bible study. I talked about Moses.
Yeah.
Literally. So I'm like, oh my gosh, we talk about it all the time, but he's so intentional. So thank you for that. Yeah.
You don't know how many people you're inspired on a daily basis, and just you don't even know. Just keep going, okay? Consistent in being like just happy and grateful for everything I have going on, and stop looking so much and stressing and anxiety filled. Like just staying consistent and getting away from those things. Into my relationship with God, because I'm really feeling like a better and different person, like so fast and so just something I ain't never felt before.
God is gonna make you do things that you don't want to do, and he's gonna be able to he's gonna push you. And don't think like since we going with X, Y, and Z, it's like it's not happening. So it's so crazy you said that because I wrote it in my notes. So I was like, let me just say that real quick. But the first word that popped in my head was like pain. Toxic. I thought I was gonna be engaged and everything. He proposed to me 13 times, like, but his mind wasn't right. He wasn't right with God. Like, I don't care. Go to church with me, follow me around, stalk me the whole 9 yards, come to my house without telling me, making my family feel uncomfortable. Like, then it was soul ties too. I love so hard, and I just don't allow myself to just heal properly. You're not walking like how God would you walk, you know?
Yeah.
And I want to align myself with what God has for me, not what I want for myself. So it's so crazy that you said that too. So I was like, woo! I was just happy when I saw your post, because I was like, I really feel like I need to drop everything. I don't care how tired you are, I don't care how far it is, you're going to go.
Yeah.
And actually just release the pain instead of just holding on to the pain.
My testimony is for somebody, for other people, and the fruit I bear ain't for me. It's for others. She literally was like,
That was like so like it just fell off. I'm sorry. You're talking about a petty queen. Like you said one curse word to me, and I'm looking at you like, what did you just say? Like, so yeah, good job, girl.
Yeah, that's growth for sure.
Mine would more so be like surrender. Sometimes I try to distract myself with work and get too busy, so that way I won't have to face what God is trying to like show, because sometimes that's scary. God has me in a season where it's like, Aaliyah, now you're about to have to walk out the advice that you would tell a friend, because I know if it was a friend going through what I'm going through right now, I know what I would tell them. So it's like, okay, it's time for you to walk that out now. And it's just like, okay, Lord, this is ghetto. I don't want to.
Yeah,
This King James. I got New King James because I don't have time for that.
The bush was burning with fire, but the bush was not consumed. Then Moses said, I will now turn aside and see this great sight. Why the bush just turned aside to look. God called to him from the midst of the bush and said, Moses, Moses. And he said, Here I am. Then he said, Do not draw near this place. Take your sandals off your feet, for the place where you stand is holy ground.
everything was just on me because I could have did something about it and didn't. So when it did happen, I just carried that for years.
You gotta let it go. It's not your fault. You know? What was you gonna do? You have to ask yourself, what could you have done? When it's somebody's time, it's their time. Okay? You can't play Jesus and go save him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you have to say, Amaje. Say your name.
Amaje.
It is okay.
It is okay.
You have to let it go.
You have to let it go.
Your dad loves you. Well, my dad loves you.
My dad loves me.
Your dad cares about you.
My dad cares about me.
And he does not hold that against you.
He does not hold that against me.
You have to let it go.
I have to let it go.
Okay? Breathe in. Breathe out. That is not on you, okay? What negative thoughts do bother you the most?
am I good enough? And am I capable of like handling the things that God is placing me in? That negative thought of, am I good enough, or am I built to have my own business.
Why don't you feel like you're good enough though?
I don't know. I feel like I always help others, and I know how to like do like what people need as far as like when it comes to partnering with other people and building their organizations and brands. But when it comes to my own, it's like I'm blank.
And whatever you're doing in your business or whatever you want to do for yourself, you got to be in a season where you're just telling yourself and you're telling God. You got the opportunity to shut everybody up.
Yeah.
That, like you said, that sparkling in you, that driving you, that you could take it far.
Yeah.
But you have to like really just buckle down on that, on yourself, and just tell yourself that you are enough, you are capable, and you can make it happen. Just because of what's on the inside of you, you know, like even with you starting this new job, I feel like within a month everybody gonna know who you is because of how you are, you know. And you can't let that dim your light, and you have to keep pushing. Say time. I'm letting go
I'm letting go
of what
of what
is not for me
is not for me
and what's
and what's
holding God back
holding God back
from fulfilling in me
from fulfilling in me
His destiny for me.
His destiny for me.
Hey.